All right, just before I get going here on our games, I just want to note that this is actually a video I'm recording before week 12, so we don't have the results or the stats of those. So these are all look ahead lines and may be different than the current ones because I will be away for Thanksgiving week. So just know that. Let's look at our first game here, New England Patriots at home against the Indianapolis Colts. They have a plus 2.5 spread for the Patriots, negative 2.5 for the Colts. Points per game, 20.8 for the Patriots, 20.3 for the Colts. So we're getting pretty close there. But Patriots defense is much better at 18.3 points per game last four, and the Colts 25.3. Passing yards per game, 191 is all for the Patriots with Drake May. The Colts aren't much better with 195, especially with Anthony Richardson in the games. But the Colts defense is horrible at 248 in the air, and the Patriots are giving up only 205 in the air. Passing yards per attempt, 6.2 for the Patriots. Anthony Richardson will bring that long, deep ball pass, which is pretty much all he can really throw, which is why this average here is 7.3 the last four games. And Flacco was kind of the same way. So if the Patriots can stop the deep throw, you can expect them to really make the Colts kind of struggle, especially when they're playing in New England, which will likely be pretty chilly. The defenses are basically, yeah, they're giving up the same right now. 7.6 yards per play through the air. Rushing yards per attempt, 4.4 for the Patriots. Colts not much better, 4.5. They're both giving up 4.1 on defense, which is crazy. And then we got points per play, 2.1 on offense for the Patriots, which is 0.3 better than the Colts, which is 1.8. And I can tell you that that's a pretty big difference. They're both below average, but 0.3 with points per play is a big difference. And the Patriots are a lot better on defense, 2.3 through the air, which is right around average. And the Colts are in the bottom 8 in the last four games. They're giving up 3.1 points per play. The struggle here for the Colts has been offense, because on expected points on offense, -5, average -2 on defense. And the Patriots are actually in the positive here on 2.9 on offense, but their defense is -4.8. Total expected points, which is offense, defense, special teams, you got 1.3 for the Patriots last four, -5.3 for the Colts. That would take us to a 6.6 spread. So the Patriots would be a favorite, and that would make that a bet. But I'd rather just take the teaser and take it up to 8.5 points and match that up with one of my other teasers. Let's scroll over here to the game card. 68.1% chance in our simulations for the Patriots to win. The Colts 31.9, and we got a spread -5. So simulations also show the Patriots as the favorite. So that makes me fine with putting them as a teaser. The only difference would be point differential, which would be a -4.5 basically. Spread towards the Colts. That would be your only worry. Colts playing a lot of close games, and they're in the game, they're just not finishing the deal. But the line is -2.5, so they have to win the game. But a 6-point teaser would take that to 3.5 plus 3.5, which wouldn't be a bad teaser either. Our second game is the Minnesota Vikings against the Arizona Cardinals. Vikings are at home with a favorite spread of -4 plus 4 for the Cardinals. But the Vikings offense has been horrible lately. Thankfully, Brian Flores is their defense a coordinator. Otherwise, they would be losing a lot of these games. 19 points per game is all the Vikings are scoring, and they're giving up 15.8, which is top 10 in the league. Um, but the Cardinals, the last four, they've gotten really good, 26.3 on the offense for the Cardinals, and their defense has been amazing lately, and 14.3 on defensive side of ball. But it is in Minnesota, but it's also a dome, so I think both these teams will benefit from it. It's just a matter of how Murray is going to play against all the blitzes Vikings do. Passing yards per game is 241 for the Vikings. On offense, a lot of throwing, 197 on defense, 212 on offense for the Cardinals, 216 on defense. Passing yards per attempt, though, is 8.1 for the Vikings, 8.2 for the Cardinals, 7.3 for the Vikings. And that is the one way you can beat them is through the air. And if you can beat the blitz with your passing, the Vikings are very beatable. But we'll see how Kyle Murray does that. And he is an escape artist in the pocket. So if that blitz comes, you won't be in the pocket very long, and the Vikings will be chasing him around. And there'll be a lot of room downfield to run for Murray. And if the defenders come up to try to stop him from doing that, then you're gonna have a lot of wide open people downfield during the scrambles. But the Cardinals have been pretty good against passing yards per attempt is 6.2 is all. So, and their offense is 0.1 better than the Vikings. They have 8.2 passing yards per attempt. Rushing yards per attempt has been a struggle for the Vikings, and Aaron Jones has been injured a lot, so that has been bad for that offense. And you can see that Sam Darnold isn't the same quarterback without him in the lineup. They only have 3.4 yards per attempt on the ground, but the defense is one of the best in the league at 2.9. But the Cardinals are running 5.1, a lot of that Murray, and a lot of that with just running backs they use. But their Cardinals defense is giving up 4.1 on the ground, which is about average in the league. Points per play, 2.1 on offense for the Vikings, 2.0 for Vikings defense, 3.2 on offense for the Cardinals, as I said. And that is a top 7 team in the league on offense for points per play in the last 4 games. Their defense is giving up 3.0 though. And so that would be a below average defense for points per play. We'll just see how the game plays out and how the offense for the Cardinals plays against all those blitzes Flores is going to throw at them. Total expected points 3.2 for the Vikings, but 11.1 for the Cardinals. That would give us an 8. And 7.9? So basically 8, yeah. -8 favorite spread for the Cardinals. That would definitely be a bet, but I'd rather just do that as one of my teasers with +6 and take Cardinals up to 10 and match it up with my other teasers. Go over his game cards. We got 59.4% chance for the Cardinals to win in our simulations. Offense, defense, stats, 40.6 for the Vikings, and a -3 spread, which also points to a bet, but the teaser way is what I like to go with lately and take that 6-point teaser. But look at point differential though. This is always the worrisome. The difference would be 5. So let's say 5.5. It would be -5.5 spread favoring the Vikings. But that just points to the Vikings outscoring a few teams that aren't very good with big point differentials. So I think the teaser will be good enough for this Cardinals team, even if they're in Minnesota. That's really what all I have for these 2 games if you're gambling. on either of them. Good luck. My name's Jordy. You've been watching Batman Sports Betting, and I'll see you in the next video.